Hello again. We're going to be working on cards 5 and 6. So just to review, this class was for 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each design. So if you got the video for card number 1, then you will use the same instructions for card number 2. And then the second video was for card number 3, and you will use the same instructions for card number 4. And so on. So let's get started on card number 5. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to burnish our fold to create our card. And cards 5 and 6, 5 and 6 are a trifold card. It just means it has 3 sides, all right? Let me show you the card that we're making. So it's a trifold card like this. Now let me warn you, your card will not have Happy Mother's Day inside, because when I was designing it, I decided it looked better outside. All right, so yours will be blank so that you can write your own sentiments inside. The one we'll be making right now will not have that stamp. This was just my prototype. So this is what we're working on. Again, you're going to need your glue, your piercing tool. Those are the 2 base, and your bone folder. All right, so I've already scored my card, and I do it on both sides. Not scored, I burnished my card. There we go. And so this piece of designer series paper goes right here. That's pretty simple. We're just going to put glue on the back. Don't use too much glue, and there's no need to put any in the center. So we're going to center that right here. I like this glue because it gives you an opportunity to move your paper, reposition it, remove it if you need to, as long as you do it quickly. Okay, so now the inside of the card is pretty simple. It's just going to have this that will allow you to write your your thoughts and feelings and well wishes. So there you go. This is a simple card, except the front will have a little assembling of the card, of the flowers. This background paper is going to go on the flap here. So you're going to center it here. Then you will have a small strip of designer series paper, and you will place it about half an inch away from the edge of the card, a quarter of an inch away from the edge of the white background paper. About there. Let's line it up. And then our sentiment, we're going to mat on this old olive cardstock. So we're going to put glue and then mat it onto the green. This is old olive. Oops, there you go. So just, if that happens to you, just wipe it off. This glue is really sticky, so you may want to have a wipe handy in case that happens to you. All right, so we have that ready. And to assemble our flowers, the easiest way to do it is to line them up before you, you're going to do opposite colors. Line them up so that you can figure out if you have them in the correct direction. This little peak is this little peak. So you want to line them up, and you know how they're going to go this way. So what I do, let me move the card a little bit. We don't need it now. So what I do is I put glue right here in the center, a little glob, and then just with the wet, how my tip is already a little bit wet, and I might squeeze just a tiny bit, I put it on the thicker lines of the flower. You don't have to do it everywhere. They're too narrow. The lines are too narrow. That's enough glue to hold on to the background here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to line them up. And there's my first flower. I can see I need a little bit of glue right here, so I'm just going to add a little tiny bit so it doesn't, so you don't see a hole there. Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing with the next flower. Remember I told you this little peak right here is this little peak right here. So it's going to go this way, like that. So I'm going to put glue right here, and then as much as I can on the thicker sections of the petals. Now this is where I needed a little while ago, so I'll put more there. The most glue is here, and that will hold it onto the background. Okay, so I'm just gonna line it up. And remember, this glue will give you a chance to move it around, so you will be able to adjust it. There you go. So what we want to do now is we want to take some dimensionals, and we want to put some behind the flowers. So we're going to put some dimensionals. I would put maybe 2, because once they're popped up, they're not going anywhere. So you can, and then what I did with the leaf, you have this leaf. I cut it into 3 sections. Look, I cut it here. And then I cut it here. So that when I arranged it, I had 3 different leaves to work with, right? So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna place my flowers where I like them. I'm gonna put the dark one towards the top. Let's see, let me move everything. I'm gonna put the dark one towards the top. It can face any way, any direction that you like. And then I'm gonna put the red one, or this is Poppy Parade. I'm just gonna tilt it a little bit this way. So there you see the flowers. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the back of the leaf, and I'm gonna tuck it in. And then I'm gonna take the other piece, I'm gonna put a little bit of glue, and I'm gonna tuck it in here. And then the last little leaf, I'm going to put some glue on it. And I'm going to tuck it in here. And there you go. So now I'm going to put my sentiment, and the sentiment I'm going to put it right about here. It can go here, it can go higher, it can go deeper, wherever you want, but I like it here. About, I don't know, a little less than 1/2 inch. My corner is going to tuck in a little bit there. So I'm only going to put glue on this part, which is about 1/3. I'm going to put glue. And in this case, I do put glue in the center because I want it to stick really well so that it doesn't come off when people are opening and closing it. All right. So I'm going to line it up. I'm going to make sure that it's centered. See, that it's straight is what I meant. I said centered, but I meant straight. So I want it to be straight. Let me look at it. Yep, it's straight. So there is my trifold card. So that's the 3rd fun fold. Now I'm going to quickly show you the next card. Even though I told you there was only going to be a demo for 1 card, I'm going to show you how to make the flower, because it's slightly different. You're going to put your card together exactly as we did before. You're going to put this section here. You're going to fold it. You're going to put this here, and you're going to put this here, and you're going to put this here. You already know that, right? That's the same process that we followed. So I'm not going to do that for you right now. What I want to show you, and then your sentiment will be a different shape, but it will have a matting, so you can do that too. So if you notice, you have three flowers. One is totally smooth. The others have an indentation right in the center. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold them in half. Not all the way. You're just kind of giving them a little bit of texture. Look. So I'm just pushing my finger in, and with the other two fingers I'm pushing up. So I'm pushing down with one finger and up with the other so that it kind of folds the petal. And I'm going to show you in a second how different this is. There, you see the difference? So this one will go on the bottom, and then you will have these two that will go on the top. That's how you're going to form your flower. And then you will proceed to build your card the same way that we did the other one, and the card will look like this. I used the sequins to build a little cluster in the center. So you can see the folded petals look really nice. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will be back with video number 4. Bye-bye.